What's up, everybody? Today is our week one recap of
75 hard.
75 Hard.
Alright, so today is day one of 75 Hard. This footage probably won't turn out great because it's really dark outside, but it's 3 in the morning. I'm on my first workout of the day, which today is just a 45-minute walk outside. This will hopefully turn into a 45-minute run.
I got here at like normal time at 6. It's day one of 75 Hard. And whoever was supposed to open the gym this morning, I guess like forgot to show up to work. So I'm on a pretty tight schedule.
My running cardio is like completely gone. I did a mile, was all I could muster, which is honestly better than the first time I got started running, which was half a mile. So I'm really curious to see where I'll be in a 45-minute period by the end of 75 Hard, but felt like a humiliation ritual for sure.
It's day 3 of 75 Hard. How am I feeling overall? I'm very tired, but not really like a physical tired.
Okay, so this is midday 3. I'm going to a noon jiu-jitsu class. Finished my gallon already, so I'm getting this noon jiu-jitsu class in. We did our 10 pages this morning, and I will probably get my butt kicked. So, yeah.
Probably my favorite part about it so far is that I don't snack during the day, so by the time dinner comes, I'm like so freaking hungry and I can eat an insane amount of food.
Is by using Factor. So they do all the meal prep. Yeah, it's still kind of in the honeymoon phase of 75 Hard right now, where everything feels good. Besides waking up early, everything, you feel good, your body feels good, so I'm sure that won't last long, especially as the runs start to get longer, but here we are.
Why don't you tell everybody what 75 Hard is?
Okay, well, basically it's like a workout discipline style challenge. I don't know. It's for 75 days, you have to every day drink a gallon of water, do 2 45-minute workouts. One has to be inside, one has to be outside.
Well, one doesn't have to be inside. Just one of them has to be outside.
Okay, one of them has to be outside. We normally do like a gym workout, and then we'll do like a walk later for both of our workouts.
I'm on my first workout of the day, which today is just a 45-minute walk outside.
And then you have to stick to a diet. For us, it's no snacking, no drive-through, no fast food. And you have to do 10 pages of reading.
And 100 grams of protein a day.
100 grams of protein a day, which is really quite simple if you just like, drink a protein shake.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I think that's it. Right? Is that it?
Did you say read 10?
Oh, and you have to read 10 pages a day. We do ours in the morning, and then every day you have to take a progress picture. So it's our second time doing it. Well, yeah, second time doing it.
Yeah, so we did it the first time after we had our second child, and it went really well.
Yeah.
And so now we just had our third, and we're doing it again.
And if you mess up any of those things on any of the days, you're supposed to start over from the beginning. So it's supposed to be like a really intense disciplinary thing, which it is like mentally challenging, I think.
Yeah.
I think the first time it was way more mentally and physically challenging, but this time around it's definitely been much more on the mental side than the physical side. The physical side's been pretty easy, but yeah.
So that's 75 Hard.
I think the baby's awake.
Oh, did you hear?
No, just motion.
She's like, where's my mom?
Don't say that.
Okay, we're back. We had to go get our baby, and I lowered my desk, so we're sitting now so that Sam doesn't have to hold our heavy-ass baby. This week for me was good. I think, it went by really fast. I think if I had to sum it up, it was a fast week. My schedule has been basically wake up at 3 every morning, do my walk in the morning / jog.
Alright, so today is day one of 75 Hard. This footage probably won't turn out great because it's really dark outside, but it's 3 in the morning.
And then in the afternoon, I do jiu-jitsu or I go for a run. But most of the week, it was morning 3 a.m. run or walk, and then in the afternoon, I would do jiu-jitsu. So it went by fast. The first week always goes by fast with things like this, but I would say generally it was relatively simple. We had to do a lot of planning. So I think one of the things that can really mess you up is if you just decide you're going to do it and don't put any thought into it. It's different if you don't have kids or you live by yourself or you don't have somebody else you're doing it with. But if you were doing it and your life is any kind of complicated, you have to plan out in depth what it's going to look like. So we had that going into week 1, so I think we were pretty well prepared. I had it all mapped out on my calendar, so it was pretty much just following the plan throughout the week.
Okay. I think for me the first week was pretty easy. I think it felt easier than I was expecting it to be. But my schedule is similar, although I don't wake up at 3 a.m. because that's crazy. I wake up at 5:30 and then we do our reading and then I go to the gym. I'm just gonna do my video in here before I go into the gym. But it is day 3. How am I feeling overall? I'm very tired, but not really like a physical tired. And then I do my second workout when I get home with my kids. I like take them for a walk or like to a trail or something so they can get out and ride their bikes. But yeah, I feel like I remember the first week last time doing this being really hard, but I think it's because we probably didn't prepare as well as we did.
It was also in the middle of the summer. It was really hot outside.
It wasn't the middle of the summer. We did like May to...
It was really hot. We couldn't walk in the afternoons because we thought
It was really warm. Yeah. I think having like a plan and scheduling has definitely been super helpful.
What was the hardest part for you?
Waking up early.
That was the hardest part of the week?
I mean, I think so, because like the drinking water has been easy because I just had a baby, so like drinking water has always been on my radar.
Yeah.
I was probably drinking a gallon a day anyway, as it was, so that's easy. The working out part is, I started a couple weeks ago, so that was not too difficult. I think like rounding up the kids and getting them out of the house when I get home from the gym is like a little taxing, and then by noon I'm like exhausted. But hopefully that starts to change as time goes on.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I think it went way better than I was expecting it to.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was
I
good.
think the hardest part for me was probably just the time away from work. Honestly, it was really difficult to not, because normally I wake up at 3 or 3:30 and I get right to work and I just work through the entire day. But waking up and then doing something other than working right away was really mentally taxing, but also exhausting. And then just at, whatever time it was, 11:30 in the morning, just leaving my desk for an hour and a half to go do jiu-jitsu felt difficult. So it was an adjustment for sure doing that. And then us just being on different schedules. We've pretty much been on the exact same schedule since we got married because we had kids. So I think
we've always had kids, so it's been we're always doing
we've pretty much been like
together.
Wake up together, do everything together, and then this time it's been like I do my 75 hard activities separately, she does her 75 activities separately. The only thing we do the same is our reading together at 5:30 in the morning. So
yeah, very crucial.
Yeah. So every week we figured we would rank a few things that we think may vary or change over the course of 75 hard. We've thought very deeply and carefully about these and definitely did not just plug this into ChatGPT just now to help us come up with the list. But we're going to go through and rank out of 10 how we feel like we're doing for that week in these different categories. So the first one is body, like physically how you feel after week 1. What would you say you're feeling?
Is a 10 good and a 1?
10 is good, 1 is I feel like garbage.
Body, probably like an 8.
Yeah. I would say probably like a 6 or 6.5 just because I got to bed late quite a few days. I had that work emergency on like Tuesday or whatever it was. Remember with the malware thing?
Late. Yeah.
And I was up till like 11 o'clock at night and then I was up at 3, so that was brutal. So my recovery, we're using the Whoop. Both of us have a Whoop. And so my recovery was abysmal, and just from Monday it just went down, and then Saturday I got a little bit more, and then finally this morning I woke up back like kind of recovered. So I would say I felt good, but like I was exhausted most of the week. So I was like at a 6 at best. Mentally, I would say, I don't know, I'd say mentally, I don't know, it's hard for me, I'm always in a good mood. I'd say mentally I was at like a 9 this week. I feel like you getting up early made me feel good, just because, I don't know, I just like
somebody to hang out with.
Well, yeah, I had somebody to hang out with. Oh, not make out with. I mean, maybe. But yeah, you don't normally wake up early, and it was nice getting up and reading first thing in the morning with you because it felt like we had a little bit of time together. And we did our 10 pages this morning, so yeah, this should be good. I haven't done a new jiu-jitsu class before the chaos of the day started. But yeah, I mean, mentally, I felt great. It was, like I said, a little hard to tear myself away from work, but I'd say like a 9 for sure this week. Yeah.
That's good. I think mentally for me, I would go with like, I don't know, a 7 maybe. I feel like mentally it was a little bit more challenging because it's not particularly easy to like be away from my kids in the morning because I just feel like there's always something like a fire that needs to be put out or I need to be there. I just feel guilty. But yeah, and then getting them out and about and doing something for the second workout is hard because like the weather's been kind of cold and
Not our normal sunny Jacksonville, Florida.
Yeah, it's just been like a little bit overwhelming, but also like super calming at the same time because like everything's done by noon usually.
Yeah.
And then I just have the rest of the afternoon to just kind of chill and hang out with the kids and like do whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
So that's nice. But yeah, I would say I think mentally for me it's just like I'm always battling like, did I drink my water? Do I need to go to bed earlier? How am I gonna feel in the morning? I have to, you know, like I have to, like these constant like battles in my mind. But other than that, like overall with the working out and like doing things on a schedule is, I would say like a 7.
Yeah.
It's nice like having an actual schedule.
Yeah.
Not just kind of like winging it every day.
Yeah, the schedule is so crucial.
Yeah.
All right, third category is relationship with each other. What would you say like our connection level out of 10 was?
I mean, I don't think it was like poor before, so I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't poor, but like definitely I think we were both feeling like the holiday, you had the baby, the holidays came. I think we were both
Everybody got
generally like we were
Yeah.
not really going to the gym. I felt
awful. I felt
awful. And when you don't feel good about yourself, you don't generally
You don't
feel
think your
good
partner
about generally. Yeah. So like I would say we weren't bad, but it was definitely, we both felt not good about ourselves.
Yeah, I would say it's like at a 9. Like the communication or like how I feel about it, just because I know that we're like really supportive in each other and how we're doing this, and like we've both proven to each other that we can adjust schedules if we have to, and like, you know, we're just
We didn't have any like
willing to make it work.
major fights or anything about schedule conflicts or anything this week. So I think
Yeah.
that's definitely where it can get dicey. If you're doing this as a married couple, we should probably do a separate video on like
How to do this.
how to do 75 as a
Yeah.
married couple. But yeah, I would say
Can be.
that 8 or 9 would probably be
Yeah.
good. How is your discipline?
I would say I'm gonna be a little cocky here.
Oh God, okay.
Probably like a 9.5.
Wow.
I haven't gone off track once.
Yeah.
I've woken up at, actually no, that's a lie. Maybe like a 9. Because there's one day out of the last 7 days that I woke up late. I woke up at like 5:40 on accident because my alarm didn't go off.
Yeah.
But, yeah, and I'm kind of slacking on taking the progress pictures like first thing in the morning.
Yeah, that is really hard to do. I will say that is hard to do. Yeah. So what do you say, 9?
So that's a 9.
I would say like a 7 for me. I think I woke up mostly on time. I don't know. I would wake up at 3 some days and stay in bed till like 3:10, and then I wouldn't like get outside until like 3:25, 3:30. So that wasn't good, and then I wouldn't start work till like 4:15. So that's didn't necessarily make me excited. I know I don't like starting the day like that. So I still got it done, but I wasn't like outside by like 3:10 like I wanted to be. Like I'm still in bed at 3:10. So I think that's annoying. Other than that, I think I was pretty on. The water has been easy because I just put my Camelback on before I go walking. And then I knock out most of my gallon on my first walk, and then the rest is easy throughout the day. But yeah, I'd say just discipline was like a 7. I stayed on track with everything. It was just getting up right at 3 o'clock when my alarm goes off is probably the hardest part. Knowing that I had to go outside and it's cold outside.
It's like 30 degrees.
Yeah. Time and logistics. How well did we stay in our routine or our schedule?
I think for the most part, for what I decided I was gonna do, I did a pretty good job. I would say I'd give myself like a 9. But I will say I have struggled looking at the calendar and remembering when you have stuff to do.
You hate looking at my calendar, yeah.
Because there was twice that I was like, oh, I'm going to take the kids to do something. And I'm like, oh, I can't because Joe has jujitsu. And then he like came downstairs one day and was like, oh, am I not going to jujitsu? And I was like, well, I forgot to look at the calendar.
Yeah.
So I need to get better at doing that. But also, in my defense, on that note, there was a little bit of confusion earlier in the week because I thought you were going to the night class on Thursday,
Yeah.
but you went to a noon class instead. So that was kind of a my bad. But other than that, yeah, I feel like I've been pretty consistent about going to the gym and not really going off track.
Yeah, your logistics for this particular thing are a little bit more malleable than mine are.
Yeah, definitely.
Like starting at 5:30 is like a kind of a non-negotiable for both of us, but then the rest of the day looks very different for both of us. So
yeah, and once I'm done for my first workout, it's pretty much like I just do whatever I want. I don't really have any.
Yeah.
I don't have any like obligations other than to just do my second workout.
Take care of the kids.
Mostly it's just being outside, and taking 2 toddlers outside is not difficult. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nutrition and water.
Yeah.
I think we both were super dialed this week.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna give us both. I'm gonna give myself a 9. I don't know where you put yourself, but like We basically ate all of the Factor that we got.
Yeah, we ordered
Awesome.
36 Factor meals and they were gone by Friday.
Yeah, we crushed them.
So one of the ways we manage 75 hard, we did this last time, and we're doing it again this time too, is by using Factor. So they do all the meal prep. So they send us fully made meals, and we're getting like 36 some odd a week. So we can basically 100% have all our meals handled, and we don't really have to cook or do anything with the kids and get into the gym and everything on separate schedules. It's really the only way we're able to manage.
Yeah.
Water, neither of us even got close to missing water. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't, again, when you first start something like this, it's easy to stay on track because you have all the momentum and all the hype and all the excitement. You're doing the thing and it hasn't really got to the suck yet. So this is pretty, I would say,
pretty standard for this way for the first week. But also, if you haven't done something this like stiff and disciplined, the first week can definitely be really difficult.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I don't know, maybe it's just because I remember it from last year, but I just remember last year, like the first month just being like, oh my gosh, I cannot get over this fast enough.
Yeah.
But the 45 minutes for me, at least, feel like they're going by quickly when I'm doing my workouts. But I also remember last year waking up and doing a workout and going to the gym, bringing both the kids to the gym, dropping them off at the kid zone, and then coming home, working all day, and then doing a night workout at like 5 o'clock in the evening, and then having to do dinner. So that was like an insane schedule because that was just like, that was too much.
Yeah.
Because when you sit around and anticipate having to do the second workout, it makes it 1,000 times more difficult. If you just knock them both out like first thing in the morning, it's way better.
Yeah.
At least that's my opinion. I don't know. Maybe other people like working out at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, but it couldn't be me. I'm like ready for bed by 5.
Yeah. Is there anything that you are going to change next week from this week?
Like starting tomorrow?
Yeah. Is there anything you think will change next week?
I mean, I'm starting phase 1 of anabolic, so I guess that might be it.
MAPS Anabolic for Mind Pump. Greatest program ever. But is there anything, I don't think we're gonna adjust anything. I think the only thing I'll change is like maybe, I don't know, I'll probably run in the mornings now instead of doing the walks because I'm trying to get more acclimated to being able to just run every single day or at least 4 days a week. So I'll probably walk less and run more this week. But yeah, I mean, week 1 is pretty boring. It's not hard. If you can't make it through week 1, probably got some other issues, but getting through week 1 isn't difficult.
There's another thing.
Getting through week like 7, that's the hard part.
You can't drink alcohol either.
Oh yeah, there's no alcohol.
Yeah.
Which is not even close to difficult, I think, for either of us, because I don't really drink and you rarely drink. So
it was harder for me the first time around because I was much more of a social drinker then, but now it's 3 kids. I don't have the time to drink.
I think I was a little bit worried this time. Well, not about alcohol, I guess. I wasn't really about alcohol, but I was worried about, I've had 3 shoulder surgeries and I'm pretty sure I tore my meniscus doing judo. So I was worried about exercising going into this, but neither of them, well, my shoulder does hurt pretty bad. But that's one of the things I am worried about and was worried about, but the drinking thing.
Yeah.
That's the only thing we forgot about 75 Hard. You can't drink.
I was looking forward to it, actually, because we went out for a friend's birthday on Sunday night last week and then started Monday morning, and we did like a wine tasting, and then I had another glass of wine before we left, and that was like, I got home and I felt pretty miserable because I knew I had to wake up and do 2 45-minute workouts, drink a gallon of water. It's just like, so I was definitely looking forward to having the discipline of like, you cannot touch alcohol for 75 minutes, which is super nice because by the end of it, I mean, I've been pregnant 3 times, so I've gone 9 months 3 times in my life without drinking. So
that's true. You are good at that.
Yeah, it's that, I feel like that part gets like a lot of, I don't know, maybe millennials. I feel like we millennials like to drink.
Yes, indeed.
Or did like to drink. So, yeah, but that's another one that I forgot to add in there is the no alcohol.
Well, next week might be harder because Ollie is starting jiu-jitsu. So that's another activity middle of the day that might put Sam home a little later. So we'll see if that makes things more difficult. But
I also have to leave a little bit later in the afternoon, which the leaving part isn't the problem, but I have to be back for my second workout and be done with it by...
Or get your second workout done before you leave.
That's what I mean. Like I have like a time limit of when I have to be done with it because I have to get home, get him ready to go and get all of his stuff together and then get everybody in the car and then get out there, which is like 30 minutes away. Yeah. It's just gonna be, it'll be an interesting...
We'll see.
Let me see.
All right. Well, thanks for sticking around with us. We will see you next week. if you've done 75 hard before, let us know in the comments if week 1 was easy for you as it was for us, or if you think differently.
Or if you're interested in knowing more about it.
It is fun. We'll probably do another video about that.
Yeah.
So anyway, thanks for watching, and we will see you next week.